What's up, everybody? Welcome back to RizzoCast. This is episode number 14, and I am very pleased to be joined by Tyler Forner. He's now a member of the San Francisco Giants organization after signing as an undrafted free agent shortly after the draft. He was signed out of Camas High School as an outfielder. Tyler, very excited to have you here. How you doing, man?
Good. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So as a member, I introduced you as a member of the San Francisco Giants. How do you react whenever somebody says that now? Is it like exciting now?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's kind of I see it as just next step and the process of becoming a big leaguer, and kind of just it's that ticket in to get to start working out and getting in with the professional side of baseball.
For sure. So take us through. You're one of the top prep outfielders in the state of Washington. Obviously, someone who caught the eye at the Giants. So with the draft only being 5 rounds this year due to the pandemic, were you still watching closely maybe for those, 4th, 5th rounds? So take me through the draft experience.
Yeah, I knew it was a long shot just because I didn't have a senior year, and it's kind of hard to go off of not enough game film for the scouts. But yeah, they kind of said there was a chance with how picks went down. So I was watching it, waiting for those, see who they were picking, other teams were picking up, and name didn't get. Giants still had confidence in me and wanted to sign me, after the draft, after talking with them. So I had confidence in, them seeing me as a player that could develop well, in the big leagues, and didn't really get too, caught up in not getting picked.
So yeah, signing with the Giants, what prompted the discussions between you and them? Was there some sort of deal in place maybe before the draft, or did they come to you after the draft? How did that work?
I mean, I just kept good communication with them. They, treated me really well, and, helped me throughout this whole process, and kind of walked me through every part of it. And then, got on some cool Zoom calls with, manager, general manager, some of those guys, and they really just walked me through what they saw in me as a player. And I had so much, confidence in, how much they wanted me as a player and to develop me over the next few years, and felt like it was fitting to sign.
Yeah, so obviously an impressive run with the Giants, 3 championships at the beginning of the decade, a bit of a dry spell since. So what are your first impressions kind of the organization after those conversations?
They really take care of their players, and especially minor league players. I don't think they cut anyone, and during what's going on this whole time, and they've really just kept a strong relationship with each of their players. And I've heard from scouts and stuff that have been with other organizations, not saying that it was a bad experience, but the Giants are definitely above most, and they're taking care of minor league players, and just the whole process of having host families and all that. They do a really good job at it.
Yeah, for sure. So I read somewhere that you've been to Oracle Park a few years back. So what did you like about the ballpark? And it's a place that you could possibly be calling home pretty soon. So what did you like about it?
Yeah, I just like how it's so embedded in the city, and it just kind of, I feel like the way it's made is just kind of, I used to live there for a little bit, and kind of just resemble or symbolizes what it the Bay Area is, and how beautiful it is, and the little pieces to it that have been there for a long time. And yeah, I just really like the whole makeup of Oracle.
So where did you live in the Bay Area?
San Mateo area. Yeah, met a friend there, and then just kind of stayed there and ended up moving back. But it was definitely close enough where I could go down to Giants games whenever.
Yeah, no doubt. So Major League Baseball just implemented a season that is set to start in July. I assume you're going to be treated similar to some of the guys that were selected out of the draft itself. So do you know your status and how involved you're going to be with the organization, maybe what they'll have you do?
Yeah, not too much, but definitely have heard rumors about possibly, some mid-July, some type of thing, and get down in their training facilities and start working out. Kind of, it all, depends on the big league guys right now and what's, going on with their situation, but working around that, and hopefully they can get out there, as soon as possible and start working.
So also with this upcoming season, there's an addition of the DH to the National League and runners on base to start extra innings. How much of a baseball purist are you? Do you like these changes?
I think it's cool. I mean, I'm more big of just, just go out and play, and then, that, falls into place just with,
Mm-hmm.
not as much, power and, making a decision on that or anything. So, but I think cool. I mean, it adds, flair to the game, and adds, if someone, was really hoping for that, it hopefully satisfies them in that way in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, it should be cool to see how it plays out, and see if they'll go back to not doing that or if that's a go.
All right, let's talk about your career in terms of high school. I usually let guests, talk up their high school program. So talk up Camas High School. What was your experience like there?
It's been awesome. They really, it's a big sports school. I mean, we've always, done really well and mostly everything we do. And if we hit a few, drive periods, we figure it out. We're just very hardworking community, and it just kind of, they really take you in, as family everywhere, you go around. It's, it's a pretty small town, and we kind of like to know what's going on. And I mean, when we had our state championship football game this last year, we had basically the whole city up in Seattle supporting us. So they travel with us, travel well, and even at school, the teachers, everyone, they're on board with, the athletics, and they work around it well. So it's just loving each other and keeping everyone, respecting everyone throughout the community.
So when did you know that, baseball was something that you might be able to do moving forward, and you're, pretty successful at it? So when did you know that that's something that you wanted to go forward with?
Definitely when, high school hit and I started, talking to some scouts, and they kind of broke down what they see in guys. Cause at first, I just thought of myself as an athlete, not, one sport kind of thing. And once I kind of broke down the tools I had, and, baseball, a lot of scouting on, and once and saw how I gained on the other sports, and it all kind of accumulated to, baseball, and being able to produce that on the diamond and use some of those gifts I got. So yeah, once I realized that and how much of a career I can make out of it, just because longevity with baseball compared to, a sport like football with, injuries.
So what kind of player are you? What are some strengths you have on the field? Maybe in the outfield, at the plate. I know you're an outfielder. Whatever. So give me a scouting report on Tyler Forner. Let's hear it.
I like to just kind of be that all around where, I working.
Yeah.
Bigger picture. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So basically, I like to see myself as being, very fast, and but at the same time being able to steal bags, cover the outfield, but also hit for power and kind of do that as well, and kind of just all around on the diamond, and not trying to lack in any, part of my game.
Mm-hmm. So I understand you're also an all-state linebacker on the football field, and you were state champ there. Tell us about your experience on the football field.
Yeah, it's definitely grown over the years, and it kind of just helped me get bigger and stronger, and just had so much fun this year, knowing kind of baseball is my path, and just kind of getting better and better. And going out, winning a state championship was huge. Our team, we've been playing since we were little kids, and this year was so much fun just to see it all come together, and just kind of see how much it benefited my baseball career too has been huge, and such a blessing to see, that go full circle as well.
So how much do you utilize, because football players, they always have the, all in animal mindset. How much do you bring that to baseball come spring, or is it kind of the same mindset for both?
There's definitely a little difference. You can, the grinding and that definitely helps coming from football, but kind of the way you treat your body is a little different in baseball because football, you got to put on weight. You got to, be maxing out everything and just kind of sticking with Olympic lifts but kind of toning it down and focusing on, certain aspects of your body, which is really fun because you kind of get more into detail with your body, with throwing and all that attributes that goes along with baseball. So toning it down and kind of focusing on the game like movements that you do in a baseball thing is huge.
So in terms of college offers, was that ever something you thought of, was going to college and pursuing baseball in college, or, going back to school, maybe improving your draft stock for next year? Did you ever have thoughts about going to college?
Yeah, I obviously thought about it, just prayed on it a lot, and I didn't want to go back, in this situation just because I knew it would just be for like financial reason. If we they go back, and I don't want, my motivation to be for money. So I just thought, Giants are my favorite team, and might as well take this opportunity, and couldn't write it much better with the situation that's been going on with the COVID and everything. So just kind of jumping on this, and college rosters are going to be pretty big and crazy to jump into. So I thought this was a good fit.
Yeah. So what was the interest level in some of those colleges? Did you have anybody reach out to you in terms of playing there in the fall or in the next spring?
Yeah, for sure. I kept in touch with most of them, and I was kind of locking things down with I didn't want to go be locked down for 3 years at university just with my path, and I wanted to get in professional baseball early. So I definitely was going to go junior college and see how that went. So I had that I can go every year after that and kind of feel myself out each year. So with Lower Columbia, I was kind of sitting that down, and I have my 2-year degree, so I was trying to get a school that I could dual enroll so I can get some of my 4-year classes taken care of. So junior college route just seemed so much more, reasonable in my situation.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk more about that COVID shutdown. Like yourself, I was graduating senior this year. My season went through the same issue. We got a few games in. So did you guys have the chance to get anything in as far as games go?
Yeah, no, I think we only got like 8 practices. We trained obviously throughout, the time we still had, but practices, and then the weekend before the jamboree, we didn't get any. Some of the teams in our district did, but we ended up not getting any games, which is a bummer, but it kind of would have sucked at the same time to get a few in and then get it canceled if we were got on a roll or anything. So, yeah.
So how did you find out the season was canceled? Was it by ear, or did your coach deliver the news? How'd you find out?
Yeah, he kind of got us all together in the gym. And one day it was just pouring down rain, which didn't make it any better, but got us in the gym and just totally told us that season was kind of on lockdown. But he made it, he had a lot of hope in, possibly coming back because, you didn't think it was going to get shut down for so long. So with that hope, we kind of hung on to that, even though it was a bummer in the moment. But so it's still kind of being, surreal that it's still gone. But
So what have you been doing to stay sharp? Have you been staying pretty active on the baseball side of things, hitting in the cage, long toss, working out in the weight room? So what's your schedule like since this shelter in place happened?
yeah, at the start, especially when there was really good weather for a little bit here, was definitely hitting with, guys that came back, some, guys that were in the minors, some college guys. And started my practices and kind of just threw that in there. I have a little squat rack in my garage, so trying to stay up to date with that. But besides that, it's not the same. Definitely not, being in the weight room, with your buddies and all that stuff. But hopefully things start getting, closer back to normal so we can get more of a regular routine going.
For sure, yeah. I think everybody's kind of looking forward to some normalcy here. Tyler, it was a pleasure to talk, man. I wish you the best of luck moving forward within the Giants organization. we'll be rooting for you.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So you guys can follow the podcast on Twitter at Strikes Podcast, on Instagram at actually no, wait. That's I changed the name of it. It's RizzoCast now. So you guys can follow it on Twitter at RizzoCast, on Instagram at RizzoCast. And you guys could also follow Tyler on Twitter at Forner Tyler, FORNER Tyler. So you guys could follow him. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and enjoy the great weather. There's great weather worldwide. So yeah, enjoy it. Have a great day, Tyler. Appreciate it.
Thank you.